Military Academy, Class 7, and you're under arrest on suspicion of an unprovoked attack on both the Imperial Watchtower and Republican Army base.
How fitting, delegating your dirty work to these swine, but your contemptible scheme ends here.
Oh god, he's dead. Is he?
It ain't him.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Looking at the face of
Here it goes!
Shouldn't have done this. I'm probably gonna die from it. Yep. Oh my god, I actually did it. Oh, I pulled through. Oh crap.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
As much as it pains me to see them not getting this XP, I had no other choice. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel. Now, hold on just a moment. Okay. So you must be... so you're Captain Lecter. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. If what I've heard is true, it sounds like the situation will be in good hands. The negotiations with the Republican government are already underway. It'd be all in our best interest to avoid unnecessary conflict, especially with the trade conference only 2 months away. His Excellency the Chancellor is of the same opinion. I see. I should have known the Blood and Iron Chancellor's name would surface sooner or later. So that's the stance of the reformist faction's leader. His face might make you wake up in a cold sweat, but he's pretty fun for an old guy, really. Anyway, just leave this to us. We'll have it sorted out in no time. Sounds like you've been taking good care of that little pipsqueak for us, too. Cheers, guys. Boo, I'm not a pipsqueak. Oh well, bye-bye, everyone. It was fun getting to know you all. I hope we can see each other again sometime. Hold on. Wait a... Well, there they go. Isn't the Intelligence Division the branch of the Imperial Army responsible for gathering and processing information? They're not as uptight as their name might suggest. They deal more in espionage than in intelligence gathering. The provincial armies fear them as much as they do the railway military police. Figures much. I just can't believe a child like her is part of the army. I see. So, she's one of the Ironbloods. Sir? That's quite an imposing name. The Ironbloods are said to be a group of youths with high intelligence and special abilities taken by the Chancellor. They work with the Intelligence Division and the Railway Military Police, but they answer to him, or so the rumors go. I wouldn't have dreamed their ranks ran quite as young as that girl looked, though. She hardly seems suited to a wife in a military squad. Yeah, there's something about that doesn't feel right about it. Still, it looks like we may yet be able to avert a war with Calvert. Are you serious? I've heard many rumors about that Captain Lecter, Scarecrow, as he's known by some. I've given to understand he's succeeded in almost every unofficial negotiation he's taken. And even if the Chancellor himself is taking action, success seems almost guaranteed. 3rd Armor Division, stand down to alert level 2. All airships currently on patrol are to return to Xander Gate at once. Yes, sir. Well, at least everything seemed to go a-okay. Same day, 1900. Oh, there's just a ship landed at the old man's place.
Precisely on time.
Comrade G, you've done well.
What is it, the mask guy? Yeah.
Comrade C, I wasn't expecting you to come all this way.
A leader has to make sure all the gears are moving as they should. It sounds like the plan was a resounding success.
Keep your pity to yourself. Our aim was to stir up a conflict with the Republic that would force him to let his guard down. To that end, this wretched state of affairs could hardly be called a success.
And yet, even this outcome would work to our advantage in the days ahead. After all, we demonstrated that he faces the risk of his ranks being divided without warning at any time. And neither the Icy Maiden nor Scarecrow can hope to outwit us.
You have a point. We should begin making preparations for the next step of our plan. The time has finally come to present ourselves on the world stage.
That's the spirit.
So who's C? I mean, if C is if Gideon's name, his name was G. His name is Gideon, but then they had a G there.
Ooh, boy. At least all's well that ends well, right?
You were just watching that.
Everyone in Group A is safe, and we narrowly avoided war with Calvard.
Now, the only other person right now that I can guess is C is Crow. Until we find another person with a C, I'm not sure who else to point fingers at already. We don't know much about Crow anyway. All we know is he robbed us of 50 Mira.
Though I can't say I was expecting the intelligence division to show up when they did. A jet black airship. Probably one of Reinford's latest models. The military uses them for reconnaissance. The nobles and the rich just use them for fun. But as for how they got one... You wouldn't happen to know anything, would you?
Well, who's out there? Oh, Sharon.
You really are a sharp one, Lady Sarah. It's almost troubling.
I'm not that surprised.
I'm impressed that you could tell I was there.
I'm pretty sure you let me have that one. I felt a familiar sensation, though, just for a second. Makes me think back to this one time, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, you say?
Never mind. But you really don't know, then, where that airship came from?
I'm afraid not. I checked the Reinford Group's manufacturing records and couldn't find a trace.
Music's a bit loud here.
At
Probably
least
just me.
not in the official files.
Sounds like Reinford has its own issues to deal with. Well, let's put that aside for now. I'm on my way to the settlement. What are you planning to do?
Well, I would like to give my regards to Master Gwen, so I would like to accompany you if that's all right. I can hardly wait to see the look on Lady Elise's face when I show up.
Sometimes I actually feel bad for that girl.
The night has passed. Thank you all for everything. I'm so grateful for the kindness you've showed us. I'll never forget all the things I've seen and learned here. Indeed, I feel as though I've gained something truly invaluable. It makes me happy to hear that. Bro, Rean, Eustace, Aw. Come on now, Lily, don't cry. Lily, Thoma, thanks for all you've done. You have my thanks as well. It was a pleasure meeting you. I'll return again when I have the opportunity. Until then, you've got to take care of everyone here for me, Thoma. Leave it to me. Elise, Emma, thank you so much. It was great getting to know you. I hope we'll have another chance to discuss sweets and fashion again sometime. Someday. Thank you again for the wonderful tea recipe. It may take me a while, but I hope that one day I'll be able to make it as warm and aromatic as you do. I know you'll be able to do it. It seems this has been quite the experience for them. Indeed it has. Or it does. Still, Sharon's as attractive as ever. But you're quite the bodacious beauty yourself, instructor. Oh my, aren't you the charmer? If only you were a little younger, you'd be just my type. Instructor? And grandfather, at least try and be serious this once. Sorry, can't help myself sometimes. Anyway, to be serious for a moment here. It would seem you've made a discovery of your own. Yes, I think I finally understand why you left the Rhineford Company when you did. Is that so? You've been with me ever since I was a child. So I think I know as well as anyone how much you've given to the company. Because of that, it was even harder for me to understand why you would just turn your back and let Mother take over. But now I think I finally understand you left because you truly loved the Rhineford Company, didn't you? Precisely. Since the Orbital Revolution, the Rhineford Company has created the technology that has defined people's modern lives. From railways to heating, orbital cars to airships, even the tanks and guns. I regretted none of them. What I did regret, however, were the railway guns we built 5 years ago. I thought so. With my apologies to the Lieutenant General, those railway guns are little more than instruments of mass murder. With their innate limits in range and deployment, they have no real strategic value in war. Their sole purpose is a weapon of mass destruction, designed to effectively hold the innocent people of Crossbelt hostage. In other words, to stop a potential Republican army invasion before it starts. Nothing more and nothing less. It's an unpleasant truth to acknowledge, but I have no rebuttal. My daughter may have signed off on the project, but as the one who saw them completed, I was terrified at what they made. I feared that somewhere along the way, We had sold our principles and our souls as craftsmen to the highest bidder. When my daughter took over as company chair, I took the opportunity to step back from Reinford and really think about where we'd gone wrong, about how we'd come to this point, and how to make things right. So that was why. I guess you probably don't have any intention of returning soon. I'm afraid not. All that's happened in the past 5 years has only strengthened my resolve. The company environment, my daughter's leadership of it, things have changed too much. For now, I'll let her take care of things from the inside. As for me, I'll do what I can from the outside to help the company find its way forward. Master Gwyn. I think Thor's Military Academy is a fine place for you to be right now. Huh? No doubt there are still many obstacles laying ahead for you. But when you put your head together with such a diverse group, you're bound to see things you might not have otherwise. Just like you did while you were here. You may be right. I'll do what I can to try and see things from a different perspective than both you and Mother. Both as a member of the Reinford family, and more importantly, because I owe it to myself. Proud to hear it. Rean, Gaius, Eustace, Emma, you'll take good care of her for me now, won't you? Of course. Leave it to us. We'd be happy to help. Or we'd be happy too, whatever. Very well. Wait, I got so many yawns, burps, and other stuff stopping me here. Grandfather, stop that. I'd love it if Sharon could stay here with me a bit longer, though. I don't suppose I could tempt you to look after me for a while instead, could I? I'm afraid not. I have to return to my duties as Class 7's caretaker. Ah, my poor heart. Grandfather, please. It's almost time for the train to depart. You should begin making your way over to the platform. Thank you. Take care, Lieutenant General. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Aw, poor girl. May the winds and the goddess always guide your path. Farewell. I look forward to meeting again someday. Goodbye. Thank you for everything. Chapter 3 ended.
Keep up the good work. Good showing, everyone.
Only an A rank? How do you get the fucking C, man? How? Level up. Definitely gonna save. Now we're on to chapter 4. We're halfway through. Because there's only 7 chapters. I think beating 4 would say I'm halfway through. July. What are we doing in Heimdall?
Negotiations with the Republican government are complete. The possibility of an armed conflict in the Nord Highlands has been successfully averted. However, they did demand that we hand over the mercenaries responsible from the attack as part of their terms.
I suppose that's acceptable. After all, it was a shortcoming on our side that allowed that incident to occur. We should consider this a chance to place Rocksmith in our debt, especially with the trade conference on the horizon.
Yes, sir. Though it's regrettable that we were unable to catch the mastermind. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's one of the ringleaders.
Indeed. It seems we'll need to exercise greater caution from now on, if this is what they're capable. Our next concern is the upcoming summer festival. Any thoughts as to the optimal placement of the Ironbloods?
I believe their primary target will be next month's trade conference. I propose posting Lecter to the east and Millium to the west. That leaves me here to take care of the capital.
It's almost like you read my mind. Very well then. I'll leave the preparations to you.
Yes, sir. With all respect, don't be afraid of working me hard, sir. I could run these kinds of logistics in my sleep.
Ha! I am all too aware of how indebted I am to your abilities. That's why I'm leaving the summer festival in your capable hands. Perhaps you may even consider using them as a test.
Please excuse my intrusion, Your Excellency. His Excellency the Governor has arrived and wishes to speak with you.
Ah, show him in.
As you wish, sir.
Coming in.
Ah, Maki is his old man, I can tell.
Oh, forgive my intrusion. I didn't realize you had company.
No, it's quite all right. I just finished giving my report. It's wonderful to see you again, Governor.
Likewise. I think it's been, what, 2 months since we last spoke? I'm in your debt for helping out with the security arrangements at last month's commemoration event at City Hall. I've been looking forward to thanking you in person.
Glad to have been of service. I'll be sure to pass on your thanks to everyone else involved. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Good work as always, Captain.
It never ceases to amaze me that a woman like that heads up the Ironbloods. Your icy maiden has the provincial armies positively scared stiff.
Competent as she is, she's not the group's primary member. But she and the rest of the Ironbloods continue to do some fine work. Especially against those cunning vipers amongst the ranks of the nobility and the 4 great houses in particular.
Agreed. But we'll need to stay vigilant.
I'm pleased that you agree. Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz.
The feeling's mutual. Chancellor Gilead Osborne.
Of course, and that's next month's conference may be the West Samuria Trade Conference in name. But it's far more than that. It's the region's first international conference in modern times.
Sorry if I really skipped dialogue there. I wasn't actually in the room. I had to go turn on a light.
So the discussions won't be limited to economic matters. Regional security and other timely issues are sure to come up.
I see. So that's why all the region's heads of state will be in attendance?
Precisely. President Rocksmith will represent the Republic of Calvert, of course. Prince Albert will be representing the Principality of Ermaferia as its head of state. Crown Princess Claudia will be coming to represent Liberal in place of the Queen. And representing Crossbell State, we have Mayor Croyce and Speaker McDowell. All of them are either heads of state or their acting representatives.
Meanwhile, Erebonia is sending Chancellor Osborne as a representative of the Imperial government. But Father is the head of state, isn't he?
Indeed. And that's why I'm planning to go as well, even though I'm far from the ideal candidate. The Imperial family needs to be represented to make sure all sides are on equal terms.
You shouldn't be so harsh on yourself. But I think I understand the situation. I feel so ashamed. I shouldn't have to rely on you to educate me about simple politics like this. Recently, I feel as though all my inadequacies have been staring me in the face. I wish every day I had the intelligence and quick-wittedness you possess. And I wonder, am I truly capable of inheriting the throne from Father?
You know, Her Highness Princess Claudia of Liberl once said exactly the same thing.
She did?
As the successor to the throne of Liberl, I've heard that she agonized over whether she was fit to become queen. But eventually, she came to terms with her own inexperience and vowed that she would strive each day to overcome it. And I have no reason to believe that my talented brother cannot do the same.
Olivert, thank you. Your support means a lot to me.
That said, I do think you should spend more of your time living life the way you want to. I don't think anyone would blame you for wanting to indulge your interests once in a while.
I am how I am, I'm afraid. To be honest, I'm a little jealous of how being so open and carefree comes so naturally to you.
Well, I think it'd be less concerning for all involved if you avoided taking after me too much.
Another thing, I sometimes find myself admiring Chancellor Osborne's strong-willed nature as well.
Oh?
He was quite forceful in introducing the Imperial Transportation Act last year, despite the opposition's objections. But ever since then, I've heard the number of orbital car accidents has fallen dramatically. I can see why Father trusts him so much.
Well, I wouldn't disagree that was a fine piece of policymaking. The campaign he launched with the help of City Hall was exceptionally well executed. But on the other hand...
Honestly, don't you think it's a little early in the day to be having a stuffy political discussion?
Alphen?
Oh, have your lessons already finished for the day?
Indeed. They gave us the afternoon off to prepare for the summer festival. But come on, Cedric. You need to stop taking everything so seriously. We're 15. It's far too early for us to be worrying about politics.
Well, I mean, why not start early? You'll get used to it quicker.
Actually, I'm not sure 15 is too early, to be honest.
What you should be concerned about is being more of a man at official parties. Blushing head to toe just from a lady asking you to dance? Shameful. Totally shameful.
Come on. Why do you have to bring that up again?
You know, that did wonders for his popularity. The ladies at that party were swooning left and right. He was playing their maternal instincts like a harp.
Well, I can't deny that. Even some of the men there were fawning over him, saying Cedric was more of a youthful flower than me.
Surely you're kidding, right?
That reminds me, Alphen. Have you decided on your dance partner for the upcoming garden party?
Yeah. You've always avoided dancing at official functions.
Curious, are we? Well, I do have someone in mind this time. Although whether I can get him to say yes...
Really?
My. It sounds like you aren't just blowing smoke. Imperial Chronicle is going to have a field day when they find out.
You're really going to dance with someone? Could it be a son from one of the 4 great houses?
That's for me to know and you to discover. He is a noble, though. I'll give you that much. Oh, that reminds me. Prince Olivert, I have a proposal I'd like to discuss with you.
What, one we can't hear? Hello there, Elise. Are you reading another one of Rean's letters?
I should open that letter from Rean that came in this morning.
Looks like you already did. Also, why did her hair looks more purple than black. Seriously, and in 3, Rean's hair looks a bit more purple.
I'm almost afraid to think how Her Highness would have reacted if she found this. Dear Miss Schwarzer. Really, Rean? Still Miss Schwarzer? I'm your own sister. What?
She doesn't seem happy? No, not at all.
Rean, why?
Oh, she must really not be happy about what he wrote. What did he write? Let me know what Rean wrote. Was it I'm not coming back home or something? Or was it... I mean, he did go to this military academy, so obviously she should know he was going to be, like, doing dangerous jobs and stuff, right? So...
Mid-July.
What could he have said in that letter?
Summer had come to Trista, and that meant it was time for us students to dust off our short-sleeved shirts.
Nice. New outfits today. But Rean's still gonna be wearing his jacket till I see if I want to swap people's outfits. Unless they swap it, unless the game swaps itself. No, it definitely did for Fee and them. I think
Months
I'll
of
take...
experience under our belts, we finally found ourselves adjusting to the rigors of our coursework. And it was during those early days of summer, before the heat became well and truly withering, that we saw the start of a uniquely seasonal new lesson.
All right, that should be enough of a warm-up.
Oh. How nice.